And next up, like I was saying, we have Little Nemo Dream Master. HavocProdigy is going to be running the game. BoxFat's going to be doing the talking and the commentary.
Woohoo!
Very exciting.
Yes.
So, yeah, if you guys want to take it from here.
Okay, so the timer will start when a little bit after it says, or like a little bit after Nemo jumps into his bed. As soon as like you see him in the forest. And go. So the first thing we're gonna see Havoc do here are a few pause jumps, and that's so that he can skip the dialogue from the first character there. Mechanics of this game are very unique. You throw candy at animals, and then you take control of them, and you gain special abilities. Your goal is to find all the keys in the stage, and then get to the door at the end. Havoc not really caring about damage because there's enough health to let him just keep tanking things. I'll know when the timer catches up if that was a decent stage 1. He usually gets around 112. Yep. We had a good stage 1. So Flower Garden is pretty tricky for a first time casually because of the climb coming up here, which can very easily throw a lot of people off. It's not too bad once you figure out that you can lead stuff around as it's falling from above. Also, yes, as Havoc himself said, this is his first time playing the game, so be easy on him. If anyone hasn't seen Havoc stream, it's incredibly laid back and potentially silly at times. I think he brings out the stream monster in all of us. So this stage is pretty straightforward, not too much to be said about it. Oh, actually, hey. Never mind, there is one interesting thing here. We're going to be taking a death warp on the spikes to get out of this area faster. Yes, Carpet Crawler, potentially silly. Not invited to the party van? Aww. But then what will I do if I can't see Havoc's very beautiful webcam? Next stage coming up is probably a very fond memory for many of you. And when I say fond, I mean a very angry definition of fond. It's not really a problem for a speedrun because it's all the same every time pretty much. But for somebody who doesn't have this stage memorized, it can be quite hellish. So Havoc's gonna show off a little bit here and dance around. There's a 1-up coming up here that you can actually get with a really lucky damage boost, but good luck getting it. Havoc managed to get it with some save state usage, just for the sake of proving that it is possible to get. Also, there are some really nice visual cues on where to stand on this train. You'll notice that he likes to stand on spots where his feet are on 2 of those little squares on top of the train. It just helps with consistency. Nemo showing he knows how to rock out here. Also, this stage has more keys than you actually need. Some extras here at the end in case you manage to miss them at the beginning or in the middle. But Havoc doesn't need those, so he's just gonna walk up and exit. Oh, hey, we don't have the music? I just unmuted the stream. Someone can get the music? Got some more pause jumps there. That fish is not faster to get because we're going up here to grab the frog, and that would be such a short distance to travel. So the fish doesn't see any use whatsoever in the speedrun. One neat thing about the water here is if you throw a candy as you're jumping out, you can actually guarantee yourself a max height jump. So you'll notice that right there, Havoc just threw a piece of candy and then hit jump. So this stage has a trick which pretty much makes or breaks Havoc's runs. And I don't know if it's frame perfect, but it's pretty darn close if it isn't. He'll be going for it. It's not fatal in a marathon run because it just costs a small chunk of time, but it is called the basement skip. And right here, if he can make this... Oh no, he fell down. If he can keep... Or if he can make that jump over there, it saves a bit of time to get the B before coming down here to get this key. Oh god damn it. Do you know what I can do with a long bony finger and ruby red lips? I'm assuming that's coming from Gilder. That joke is really good. I won't spoil the punchline for anyone that's not heard it. I don't deserve to tell that joke. Gonna take some damage boosts here. Gotta go fast. I'm pretty sure that hit was unintentional. What do I know, though? I'm just a filthy casual, and I'm not playing this for the first time like HavocProdigy is. I mean, he said it himself in the chat before he started. Oh, he told it again, that's great. So now we're gonna take this rat, mouse, actually it's a mouse, not a rat. And we're gonna use it to smash some blocks, because that's what mice do, right? Havoc gonna play it a little bit safe, because there's a damage boost that he wants to do at the very end. Gotta make sure we destroy the right blocks here, too. Alright, so now he has enough health that he can take a hit to actually knock that guy out. Otherwise, he would have to drop down below and get the beat to the left here. Can you hear the sirens? They seem to be getting closer. Oh god, one moment. No, we're good. We're getting farther away now. Okay. So another cutscene skip. They're coming here to arrest Havoc for playing too well. Clearly. This is too good for a first-timer. Ludendi account taking advantage of the sirens. Yeah, follow me before I go to jail. Damn it, I love you, chat. So this stage is, again, pretty straightforward. There's a skip that I'm thinking Havoc will not go for at the end, but I don't know, he's Havoc, so he might just go for it anyway. But you can hit a snail at the end here and damage boost through it, but if you mess it up, you have to do the whole stage over again, so I don't know, we'll see. Does he go for it? Does he not? Who knows? Oh, he went for it. And he got it. He's just that consistent at doing it on his first time ever playing the game. Also, I have to say that that last stage probably had my favorite music. But every other song in this game is amazing, too. You ever have a dream where your house was upside down? Apparently Nemo did. Don't know what to say for this stage. Should I just start reading some Little Nemo fanfiction? Seems like it would be a productive thing to do right now. I think that's what Havoc would want too. Right? Right? No. Just kidding. Start quoting the movie. There is some precision flying that needs to be done, kinda. If you're not super comfortable with the bee's flight time, then it's pretty easy to die here, but you know, obviously being a first-timer, Havoc has a perfect grasp of how long he is able to fly as the bee. The bee's flight time is based off of an actual timer and not like the number of flaps like you might expect from a lot of other games that have flight power-ups. Dramatic reading of upcoming game titles. So we have an unskippable cutscene here. The Japanese version, go figure, saves a decent chunk of time here, but there's a very easy conversion to make to compare between English and Japanese version runs, so it doesn't really matter which version you run. You'll be able to tell if your run was faster or not. Also, the speedrunner is offering Cyber in the chat. I suggest taking him up on that while you can in this cutscene. Nemo not totally focused right now. Nemo does get a present from the princess, though. Actually, wait, he's had it all along, but now he's actually able to use it. So this introduces a new mechanic into the game for the last level, which is split up into 3 different parts. And it allows you to shoot things. Granted, you do have to charge up a shot, and much like you'd expect, the longer you charge it up, the harder it hits. You only need to have the charge up to about 2/3, I think, to actually get a full damage shot off. Alright, so this boss is another run killer because there are places where if you stand, you will not do damage to him. And it's like every few pixels, so for the sake of a human, it's basically RNG. Whether or not you'll actually do damage or not. I wasn't counting the hits, but ideally you'd want to kill him in 5 hits, but this person who has not run this game before has had instances of 20 plus hits to kill that penguin. And by that I mean he's dreamed of it and it hasn't actually happened, but yeah, it can get pretty bad. It's kind of like Darkwing Duck counting number of hands from Zoda in Star Tropics. Oh. We have our first death here, but Nemo has plenty of lives. So what Havoc was trying to do there was a damage boost up to the top floor to keep the lizard here, rather than coming back down for the frog and having to go back and do a giant section of the level again. So we'll see him go for it again here. Perfect. So the neat thing about carrying the lizard into this room is that the programmers didn't really expect you to actually keep it here. So there's some weird stuff going on with the hitboxes, and you really don't even need to worry about touching the spikes up above. They don't hurt you when you're in lizard form. However, they do hurt you when you're in normal Nemo form, so Havoc does have to watch out for that. So we'll see Havoc magically know exactly where the boss is coming from, even though he's never seen this boss before. Lucky guess. So in this stage, there's a lot of places where you can actually go a little bit faster if you manage to propel yourself with the magical rod. I don't know what it's actually called, I forget, the staff. Wow, I'm spacing out here. Anyway, if you shoot and jump at just the right time, you'll propel yourself backwards at quite a quick rate, but it's a pretty short window to pull it off, and for the sake of this, it's probably not worth doing, so that's why you're not seeing it right now. Morningstar, thank you. That's what it was, right? That sounds right. Unfortunately, you can't make it up this wall with the B, which would be a lot faster. It's just a little bit too high. Get a little sneak peek at the boss before we actually go to fight him. Oh, there we go. There was a boost. Probably see another one here. Yeah. Looks a little less scary when you're actually up close, huh? Time will be when he loses control, which is a little bit after the boss's death animation. So as long as he's still moving... time. And right about now, I bet HavocProdigy is thinking of Mayor McCheese, and just how well Mayor McCheese's face might fit on Morpheus's. Yeah, that's little Nemo.
That was amazing. Amazing run.
Yeah, Havoc is insanely good at this.
Yeah, thank you, Havoc. Thank you, BoxFat, for the commentary.